Hi, this is Claudio from Coheed and Cambria, and you're watching the AU Review.
You have a great rapport with your fans, and from posting videos by a certain British female artist to to the albums you release. There always seems to be really great engagement with your fans. From the response for this record, how have you found the fans to respond?
Oh, I think it's been very positive. I think our fans have been sort of growing up with us. I mean, when we decided to do The Color Before the Sun and decided to sort of allow the concept of a breather, we were a tad apprehensive because, it sort of falls outside of the formula of what Coheed is used to. But for the most part, we said, let's just do it, and we did it. And I think we realized that a lot of our audience is sort of growing up with us and maybe experiencing some of the things that I had when writing the record. So for the most part, it's been very positive. Everything's been sort of embraced.
And I mentioned Hello. They got a really great response, and there seems to be it seemed to start this trend of harder rock and metal bands bringing out covers of other songs. Disturbed did The Sound of Silence, which just went crazy.
Oh, really?
And the Simon & Garfunkel song. And are there any songs that you'd want to do one day?
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I mean, I just recently did a cover of a David Bowie tune, Life on Mars, and it was something I was performing for the early entry at Coheed shows in the States. But it's tough. Did
you grow up listening to Bowie?
Yeah. Life on Mars, that record, the Hunky Dory album, was my favorite of Bowie's. So, so I just decided Life on Mars was a perfect song to play. And my son actually really likes it a lot, too. I think because it makes mention of Mars, and then we have Here to Mars, and that word sort of happens a lot in the household, between the two songs. So yeah.
One day maybe there'll be a Coheed record played on Mars.
Who knows? Yeah.
Be the first band to have your music played on Mars. That'd be pretty cool. After Australia, you head back home, and you got a couple more shows for rounding out the month.
We do. We have two festival dates, and then that's about it. And then we're just home for a couple months and really start thinking about what the future is, or what we're gonna do. But I'm really looking forward to just relaxing and playing the role of dad. It's so much fun for me right now.
Does he come on the road with you when you're at home?
Yeah, he does a little bit. When it makes sense, because my wife will and Atlas, my son, will travel with us. And again, the bus has everyone in it, so but it still works.
There are some times it'll be appropriate, and sometimes
of course,
a little less appropriate.
Yeah.
It must change the dynamic when there are kids in the trailers.
Yeah, but it's so cool to see them running around, especially when the band is setting up, and we're doing rehearsals for tours, and they get to play in the lights and the confetti and all that sort of stuff. It's great. I really enjoy it very much.
Is it almost like seeing it through new eyes?
Very much, yeah. I guess, yeah. I mean, he's so young. He's almost 2 now. But it really puts a new perspective on what I do for a living, and it makes me appreciate it.
And you're growing him up on Bowie and your music, and that's I think that's going to make a good kid, I think. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your tour around Australia. This is your first night tonight, so hopefully we treat you well.
All right. I hope we're good. I hope we treat you well too. We'll see what happens.
Cool.